What up, everybody? Yeah, happy Friday.
Good try.
We need to give Doc the invite link. Can someone send Doc the invite link?
I think he's in the email thread.
Oh, okay, good.
I think he's in Singapore or something.
Oh, that's
isn't
right.
he?
He's in Singapore. Yeah. How are you guys doing?
All right.
It's been raining nonstop for the past week. I've forgotten what the sun looked like. And this is in the freaking Sunshine State.
No.
Well, at least you're not surrounded by fires that an arsonist has started. So
Oh,
things
another
are
Yeah.
looking up over there.
one?
Why is California always on fire?
Because we have arsonists that like to start them.
It's like right where Dusty is. Like
Yeah,
that's
it's
where
like-
Dusty is.
Well,
Jeez.
So
20 miles that way and 20 miles that way. So
No,
we're
it
just
was-
in like a smoke pit. It's fine.
So it was an
Jeez.
actual arsonist, as in someone went in there and deliberately started a fire.
Yes, and
in the
they
middle of
arrested
the,
him.
tinderbox.
Yes.
He was- I saw his picture. He was very happy with himself.
The arsonist, not me.
Yeah. No, Dusty was not very happy, but the arsonist was very happy. But that's the way it is, I guess.
Yeah,
you guys-
that's sort of their kink.
Do you guys
It's a weird
consider it cheating if your goal is to post a video a day and a short a day, but you make 2 days worth of shorts off of the video you post on the same day?
No,
Okay. Yeah, I don't think
No.
that's cheating either.
most people don't give a shit. So do whatever works. You know.
So what's new and happening, fellas?
Oh man, I'm exhausted. I'm tired.
It's gonna be a short show tonight, then, huh?
No. We're working. Yeah, of course. When is it ever, dude? We've been doing this for what, 15 years? How long has this shit been running?
15 years? What?
Feels like it.
No, more like maybe a year and a half.
Feels like it.
No. Zach, before you guys, we were doing Andrew's show, and that was like 2006, 7, something like that.
No.
2018, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
2017, 2018, maybe.
Yeah.
I guess it's just that I've known you idiots long enough that it just all feels like the same.
Yeah, it's all the same tired, long count conversation.
What's the
It's
what's the line? What's the line from Batman? You be the hero for so long that you become the villain.
Yeah.
We've been doing this so long, we have no viewers.
We literally pushed every single potential person out.
You know what we ought to
As
do?
of right now, it says we have 3 viewers, so I'm going to kick Andrew for that.
Well, it's because I'm watching. I'm one of them.
Kick him.
Yay!
All right.
What's up, everybody?
So Andrew,
But he always comes back.
yes.
Well,
He's like that chick that just likes
Wait.
to get beat sometimes. You
so
know?
Or-
look,
or like Crohn's disease. Once you've got it beat, next thing you know, you're hit again.
Dusty, I'm like herpes, man.
I won't kick both of
oh,
them.
jeez, God. He's just doing it to do it. You know this, right? He's just doing it to push the buttons.
And he's bringing Zach with him.
He
That's
is.
that
He
saying
is.
I'm like
Poor
crazy.
Zach was one of the good ones.
Don't be influenced by him, Zach. He's a bad
Don't be an
influence.
Andrew.
Don't be an Andrew.
Okay, bring him back. I do have a question, Andrew, because you brought this up yesterday. We were talking. You have some a bunch of comics and stuff, and I'm actually really I'm curious to see the comics you got and learn about all that stuff.
Before
Yeah.
you continue, may I just say this to our noble techie. May the wildfire surrounding you light your farts on fire repeatedly.
Wow. Okay.
Duly noted.
Dusty, I may have threatened to give you herpes, but I've never really threatened physical harm to you. Have I?
Look at that, y'all.
He put himself out.
It's okay. We allow that.
No, it's not allowed. That's not
I
allowed.
didn't threaten him. I just gave vent to my frustration. I've never actually been kicked before. My perfect record has been sullied.
Get over here.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, there's
Did it all
herpes.
out? Did we
He's
get it
back.
all out? We did not.
All right. So Andrew, comments, show, talk.
So which do you want to see first? You want to hear about the collection I bought, or do you want to see the comics that I put aside specifically for Todd and Avery?
Let's talk about the collection first. I think that's more interesting.
Okay. Well, you guys may or may not have remembered, a guy reached out to me. His brother-in-law had passed away, and he had some comics that he was looking to get rid of. And he did do a little bit of research to see what the values were, and he sent me a list of some of them, and he put a value on them that he was looking for about $2,500. And based on the pictures and the list, it was a collection that could definitely be worth that amount if everything was in good condition. Okay, so he came in, and he and his wife came in, and I greeted him, and we talked for a little bit, and then he brought in a couple of shoe boxes worth of comics, and I said, okay, and he says, oh, there's 7 more, and I'm thinking 7 more boxes or shoe boxes. But he ended up bringing in a long comic book box filled with books and a couple of small, and there were some magazines, some Cracked and Mad and Conan and heavy metal magazines in there, and a bunch of, and the Conan magazines, I'm helping a guy try to complete a set, and of the 40 odd magazines that were in there, he needed like a good dozen or so. So I made one of my customers really happy. And I pulled out, I had specifically tagged to pull out and look at specifically a couple of issues, and I was okay with them to the point where I was definitely wanting to buy this collection, but the majority of books had been, and I asked him, I said, it's a really eclectic collection in the fact that there were like key issues. Hey, Doc.
Hey, Doc.
Hello.
We're doing
How
story
are
time
you?
right now.
Oh, good. I have a story for you when you're done.
Yeah,
Is it
I
a quick
bet you
story? 'Cause
do.
this one's going to take a while. This is a show and tell story as well.
Well, yeah.
so-
Let's hear Doc's story.
Oh well, mine's show and tell too.
Okay, okay.
Hold on.
No, it's not. No, don't put me on the big screen. No, I have a story, and it's my idiot ass left my backpack with my laptop and all my medicine in the taxi cab in Singapore last night.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Yeah, so it's very not cool. So this is going to be hopefully a little cathartic because all I can do is like pace the room. Sorry, not to start with doom and gloom. I didn't realize we were live. Hey, but check this out. Hold on, can I switch cams? Look at these stairs that I'm definitely going to fall and
Here.
And,
now you're on solo.
wait. How do I? Am I on solo? Okay, look, check this out. In this room, it has a loft bed. Check these stairs out.
Holy shit, dude.
They're like fucking straight up, man. Look at this. Look. It's like, yes, they go deep, but look, when you're like actually looking at the footfall, it's like only the back ass of my shoe
Oh
can
my
actually
God,
hit it on my foot. Yeah. So what I assume is going to happen is one of two things. You know, I'm at Token 2049 and there's going to be some drinking. One, there is at least a couch. Two, I'm going to make it like mostly up and either slide down on my stomach or
Oh, God, dude.
or three. Now check this out. I'm going to make it all the way up and decide to put my feet up on the rails, slide down, do a triple gainer, and then land on the couch.
That's right. That's hilarious,
So, yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry
Anyway.
about losing your shit, man. Like
It's all right. I hired like a third party like service like help recover, and I filed all the claims and whatever. It's Friday night, Saturday morning. Remain positive, whatever. I'll freak out
Singapore
later.
is a pretty safe city. Like, do they actually return your shit?
What I understand, there's like very little crime here, so hopefully it'll be okay, right?
If they don't give it back to you, do they get caned?
I don't know. Probably, or get your head chopped off or something. So yeah, of course, everything is on that laptop, like all my crypto, whatever. So not cool, but hey, yeah, whatever. He'll be all right.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah. Anyway, how you guys doing?
We're doing all right. It's been a long week, man. It's been kind of grinding.
Take me off the thing now.
Sorry, buddy. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It's been a little grindy, man. One of those weeks where it's like, I thought I was gonna have a little chance to like recoup from Web3 Comic-Con, and it's been good because I've been on calls all week, but it's also like I've been on calls all week. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, I'm tired. Like, I just need.
Yep, totally. Oh, dude, no rest for you, bro. You made the big time.
Yeah.
So now it's only up.
Yeah.
Dusty, get ready, buddy.
Good.
Dusty's ready for something to go up.
That doesn't even count the shit I have lined up for you. So.
Oh yeah.
You better get ready to like expand adult fantasy, bro. So yeah.
Good.
We're good on you. Yeah, you guys got it.
Yeah, dude, it's all good. It's just like we thought we were gonna be doing something, and it ends up like looks like we're not gonna be doing that. So it's just like it's one of those things. If you're like, fuck, man, having to change direction and shit like that, it's a pain in the ass. It's all good. No problem. But one day we'll just fucking grind it out and get it done.
Will we?
Dusty's over it. Dusty, I'm trying to keep Dusty on. Like, come on, man, you got this, bro. You got this, man. You can do this, dude.
Life.
Keep him on cocaine. That way he doesn't get to sleep.
I know.
It's like raising a kid. You're trying to keep him off the pole, right?
What?
I don't know. We could probably get some more money that way.
I'm saying, dude, like that's not a bad idea.
That was your childhood, Andrew.
An alternate cover with him sliding down a pole. Yeah.
Dude, Drew, you would be an excellent MC at a strip club, I think.
I don't know. I've never been, so.
You'd be like, coming out now, it's Candy.
You
got the voice.
Now it's Candy.
Yeah.
Hey, Richard and MK are here. You gonna say hi to him?
Hey, what's up, MK? What's up, Richard? Andrew, say coming up next on the stage, it's Candy.
Coming up next onto the stage, it's everybody's favorite, Candy.
When did she graduate high school, Andrew?
She hasn't.
Whoa.
Goodbye.
She's 33 years old, and she has not
There you go,
graduated.
yes.
from Yale.
Oh, nice save.
Here comes that van driving up the street.
Thanks, MK. I appreciate you.
Dusty says Dusty's stripping. Oh yes, joining AF late. It's exactly what you think.
Yeah. Pretty much.
It kind of maybe, just a little kind of maybe.
Hey, Doc.
Mm.
Check your DMs on Discord.
Yeah, I did, but I can't look at it because I don't have my laptop.
Okay.
but thank you.
That's right. We just established.
Yeah, soon as that happens, I'll be right on it, bro.
It's not. Oh, you don't have it on your phone?
I do, but I don't know if I can open that file.
I'm glad you at least have your phone, bro. Jeez.
Yeah, God, man, and I got
you might not be able to on your phone.
Yeah. And the vape that I snuck into Singapore, or I'd be in big trouble.
Now, what about your your passport and stuff like that?
I do have my passport, thankfully,
Okay.
because I kept it in a little zipper pocket in my pants. After I went through immigration, my wife's always like, "You put it back in your backpack," and I'm like, "No, it goes in my little pocket." And thank God I was right for once. I tell her like, "You lost this one."
Uh,
Yeah, so that one I've got. I'm not like stranded or anything like that, but my entire digital identity probably being sold on like the dark web right now. So,
Dusty, get on that. See if you can buy Doc's identity. That's something you're good at, right?
Thanks, Andrew.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I giving you too much credit for being like the tech guy of the group?
Oh, I was just able to open it. It worked.
okay, cool. I'll check it out here in a bit.
oh man. Well, Doc, I'm glad you're. How is Singapore like so far? Other than all that stuff, like the actual parties and the actual networking and the actual.
Well, I mean, it hasn't started yet. I'm here way early. I'm here like 3 days early because airfare worked out better that way. But yeah, it's going to be it's insanity. I was here last year, So wait, where's the camera? It's pretty wild. It's beautiful here. It's very clean and nice. You can get around everywhere. But yeah, the parties will be like pretty insane, man. So, but it's like, what do you really come here for? I think so this is like, and I meant to make some content about this for people who are coming out here the first time. It's like, there's an allure of parties and events and networking and stuff like that. But if you do that every single night, your ability to actually get anything functional done, if you're like not funded or you're coming out here with a specific purpose, is going to be totally wiped out. Now, if you're like already made it in the club and you're just out here doing a thing or whatever, like by all means, go get waxed every night. But for all of you early stage founders out there, don't drink yourself too much, man. You're here for a purpose,
Yeah,
So
dude.
you got it's like it's ebb and flow. You got to pick what you're trying to do, and but yeah, it's definitely like there's probably 20,000 people out here right now, all trying to get money and do crazy shit. So
It's a big show, huh?
the biggest.
Really?
The biggest. Oh
Bigger
yeah,
than,
I'd say
bigger
so.
than Denver and all that, huh?
Oh yeah, man. By
Yo!
leagues.
J-Raw, what's
By
up, man? How you doing, buddy?
Oh, what up, J-Raw?
Yo.
Been a minute. Got some good stuff going on, man. See J-Raw on Twitter like all the time, man. He's kind of blowing up, doing good stuff. Good to see you, brother. But yeah, man, Doc, I'm kind of assuming that next year I'm gonna have to go to Singapore. Like I've had a number of people be like, "Yo, you're coming to Singapore?" And I'm like, "What?" I mean, yeah,
Probably, man. If it's
right there.
strategic, when I'm out here trying to find people who are building entertainment. That's like my main thing. And there's more of that and more of that consumer thing. So by this time next year, if this is definitely, we know this is the trend, right? We already know this. So if we do the steps to do the things to get us in a position where it really makes sense, by all means, yeah, definitely, you'll have to come, because we're gonna be the big swinging dicks, Yeah, don't fuck around in Singapore. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But that's the idea, right? So, but yeah, if it makes sense and this is where something's gonna happen, sure thing, man. But then I also think that people like us need to be at places like South by Southwest. These kind of like in between kind of events, showing off the shit that we're making out here. Out here is good for deals, but if we want to show off the product, we have to think who's our target audience and go there. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, is it because I haven't gone, I haven't been there. Like, what's the main theme of the show? Is it like just everything
out here?
Yeah,
it's everything. I mean, it's definitely everything. If you're talking about like the actual conference itself, one of the first things that definitely will strike you is that here, where regulators actually encourage blockchain and tokenization and all that stuff, if you go to the conference, there's a huge contingency of more like institutional products, like enterprise level custodial services, big on and on off ramping, family office stuff, because here like that kind of stuff just works better. So that's like the first difference that you'll see. But definitely, gaming is always big, but yeah, it's just everything like souped up on steroids. And it's freaking everybody. It's like, the little solo developers trying to find that one like unicorn check writer, or a lot of of course a lot of people from this region, a lot of people from India and like Malaysia and anywhere around here that are crypto affluent, a lot of developers like that. But yeah, I mean, it's literally, I think every type of individual you could ever imagine that's in this scene is, you can find one example of them out here. It's madness.
Wow.
It's like total takeover,
Wow.
of like every rentable venue in the city. It's like all, like my calendar is just maxed out with stuff. I just spray and pray a little bit. It's like I have like 3 levels of signups. It's like, 1, is it something I really want to go to? Okay. 2, is this an alternative? And then all 3, are they serving food and or drinks? That's kind of like my priority list.
Right. Food and or drinks is important, actually.
Yeah. It's like, do you have snacks? I'll be there. I'm going to one party. It's like, for a crypto trading terminal or something, but they're like techno party, jungle, drum and bass. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm there. I messaged the guy. I was like, look, I honestly have no interest in like your product. It just doesn't suit my vertical, but you are throwing a jungle and drum and bass party at a crypto event. So if you wouldn't mind letting me come, I'll wear my dancing shoes. And he's like, fuck yeah, dude, approved.
That's so funny, man. That's hilarious.
So yeah, it takes all kinds.
MK says the region is big money. It smelled to me more of investment and investment follow-ons, whereas other events are better suited for audience.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. This is all about the business of business.
Side.
Yeah, big money here. Yep, 100%.
Wow. All right. Interesting. It's so fascinating because like it almost sounds like. I mean, would you consider it a shift away from Silicon Valley? Like the VCs in Silicon Valley, New York, or is it like just an extension?
I've never encountered that, but there's certainly that type of presence here too. The big family offices and shit like that. They're all out here. All the Asian, family office and VC, and this is where like the 1% definitely they're here, right?
Right on.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like more tech bro or whatever kind of stuff. I mean, yeah, that's there, but as far as like just the absolute like apex of the pyramid, capital is definitely here. Yeah.
Right on. That's kind of cool, man. Like, very interesting. Like that makes me very curious about this stuff. Very, very cool.
Yeah, man, it's different waters to tread, right? But that's why I always also think it's important for me to come here as someone who's trying to be like connective tissue to these smaller projects who don't have access or like the business development acumen or whatever that may be. So if I'm out here trying to find those, people who vibe with the thesis or whatever, then that's a value add and that's a service, and that's makes it that much easier for people who are trying to build cool shit to hopefully have a route to some funding or some door, right, that they don't necessarily have keys to in the future. So it's kind of why I'm out here.
Awesome, man. So good luck. Like that's a pretty big step, dude.
Thanks, man. It'll be all right as long as I can get my shit back.
I mean, we've all. I've had it happen to me. I haven't left it in a cab, but I've definitely we did.
Oh, that's right.
What was it? San Francisco or was it Denver? I don't remember. I think it was San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Yeah. San Francisco, like my laptop never left the airport.
Yeah. I know what happened, man. Like in all my years of traveling all over the world, I've never once misplaced anything. But long flight, feeling dumb, and then they dropped me off at the hotel. I opened the door, and there was like an orange cone next to the door, and it knocked over. And I was like, "Oh shoot, I better pick that up." So I jumped out, picked it up, shut the door, and then went to the trunk and got my shit. And then got to the room, and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get my computer out. There's an outlet for it." And I was just like, like
Meltdown City, like fuck,
Oh, dude, yeah. Where the camera zooms out, and it like spins around above my head. I've got my arms outstretched to the sky god, like asking why, down on my knees. Yeah, that's kind of it.
Hey, man. God.
Anyway, enough about me. So let's story time. I'm ready. That's all I got, really.
Right on. Andrew, go for it, buddy.
All right. So, was it last Friday that I shared with you guys the pictures of the books and some of the stuff that was in there that sound very interesting? I bought the collection like on Saturday. So I think it was Friday night we talked
like
about
a couple things that might be interesting. Yeah, but
well, I was very excited about it, and I wanted to make sure that I could meet the guy with what he wanted. So I pulled a whole bunch of strings, and I had
the guy's hall we saw on the table, right?
Yeah. There was more, and I wanted to make sure I had the funds available to try to meet him at what he was looking for. So it was really weird having so much money in my pocket. It's not something I normally carry around with me, but I was ready, and he came in. I met him and his wife, and he brought in the collection, and we started going through it. And one of the things I noticed is that a lot of the books were very well read, very beat up. There were some that were in bags, some that were in bags and boards, a whole crap load that were in nothing. And I asked the guy, I said, was he a collector? What was his history collecting? And he said, well, he collected when he was younger, and he stopped. And these were just the books that he had left. And it was almost like he went through and picked out all the books that he liked or knew could have value, and he kept those, because I literally have a stack of just like first appearances of a whole bunch of different people, and to the point where I didn't even know they were the first appearances.
Oh wow!
I pulled out a Hulk issue, and I'm like, oh, it's a nice looking Hulk, and then I looked at him, oh my gosh, this is the first appearance of Quasar. Had no idea.
Oh wow!
And it was like, but so at one point he must have gone through and said, I'm going to keep the ones that are the ones that mean the most or could potentially be the most valuable, and then everything else was just there. And I talked to him about it, and I even showed him in some examples of some pressed and cleaned and slabbed books and how they look and what they grade at and the values, and we talked about it, a whole bunch of different stuff. And I said, okay, I'm going to make you an offer and see what you say, okay? And I said, this is based on, there's a lot of good books in here, but the condition of a lot of it, and condition is the important thing. Condition is king. I'm going to offer you $700, which, as you guys know, was less than a third of what he originally had quoted me.
Yeah.
And he said, well, let me check with my wife, and let's see what we can do. And I said, okay. And so I'm waiting. He went and checked with her, came back. He said, how about 1,000? And I said, 900. And he said, okay. So I bought the collection. I originally thought if I could start at half. I bought it for way less than half of what he was asking for.
That's fantastic. Originally. So now the question I have is was it worth it?
Well, we'll find out. It's a long process. It's a long process.
Dude, nicely done.
Yeah. Well, let me show you some of the books that I got.
Yeah.
Some of the surprise ones that I didn't realize was in the collection, but I made one customer happy with some magazines, and there's a lot of. I'm going to end up making both Todd and Avery happy, because if a book is valuable but it's too damaged to try to correct, like if there's a tear in a cover, you cannot replace that, you cannot fix that, and it's not going to grade high, nobody's going to buy it, so that just goes in the stack for Todd. And I got a whole stack to show you, Todd, that are coming your way. Same
Awesome.
with Avery. So, all right, let's start, which is some of the books that I got. This is a pretty decent stack of books.
Wow.
We'll try to go quickly, but let me show you a couple that I couldn't bag and board because they were too big. This is the Best of Donald Duck. What issue number is this? Issue number 1 from Gold Key. It's not a bad. I mean, it's old. It's rolled. I mean, it's
number 1
but
though.
it's like a $300 book if it was in near mint condition. So this could be if it's pressed, and there's a tear on the cover, but still, it's a really nice looking book overall. Pressed and graded, this could be a $75 book. Who knows? We're gonna see. We're gonna do some playing around and try in restoration, cleaning, and pressing to it. We'll see what happens.
Hey, Drew, real quick, give me the QRD. Is this like a Craigslist find or something that you
Nope,
just like?
somebody reached out to me and said they got a collection they were looking to sell, and he brought it to me, and I told him I was extremely happy that he let me take a look at it and make him an offer on it.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool. Because I wasn't here last week. Awesome. All right.
This is Nancy and Sluggo from Dell Comics. It's a 10-cent issue, so it's Golden Age. I mean, Nancy Sluggo, who knows? But I know I put. Oh no, I don't have this in the inventory because it's not bagged and boarded. But it's a valuable book. This is the one where I wish it was in better condition. This is Uncle Scrooge, issue number 13 from 1956. It's a Dell issue. Now it's chipped, it's rolled, and there's some pressing and some flattening we can do to it to make it better. But this would be, if it was in near mint condition, would be a $500 book.
Wow.
So even in this condition, it's worth, giving it a little extra love and care. So, all right, now into the good stuff. We got Jungle Action number 23 featuring Black Panther. Got a nice cover there. And this one's not in bad condition. So this is actually in pretty nice condition. There is a chip right there on his knee, but, still overall, I like it. This is the one that's actually kind of cool. This is issue number 21, where it's Black Panther versus the Ku Klux Klan. So,
What?
Wait, against who?
The Ku Klux Klan. Don't you see the hooded guys down there at the bottom?
The Ku Klux Klan?
What did I say?
KKK. Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah.
Coup. It's coup. Isn't it coup?
I don't know.
Coup.
Go ask
Hey,
the rest of your members how to pronounce your organization.
I haven't been to a meeting in a long time, dude. I'm so sorry. This one's really beat up, but it's still a nice looking cover. This is Hulk issue number 106. Somebody took a Sharpie to it, but I mean, still,
That's a gorgeous art, man.
we're gonna see what we can do about flatten it, and maybe it may not be worth grading, but still, it's cool. This is one of the surprise ones that I didn't realize was what it was. This is Avengers number 69. This is actually the first appearance of several characters.
Okay.
The Grandmaster, who, what's his name, played in the Thor
Goldblum.
movie. Yeah, Jeff Goldblum played him in the Thor movie. It's also the first appearance of the Sinister Squadron, which includes Dr. Spectrum, Hyperion, The Wiz, and who is the Batman ripoff? Night Owl or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But they appeared at the very last page of this book. So this is their first appearance.
Okay.
Like 5 different characters' first appearance was in this issue. And it's not bad. There's a little bit of writing on it. But I mean, overall, the spine's a little ticked up. But still, definitely worth pressing and getting graded just to preserve it, Here's one Todd might like, but he's not getting it. This is Tales of Suspense, issue number 97, featuring Iron Man and Captain America, and the first appearance of the villain Whiplash.
That's dope looking, man.
Now, this one is very tanned and very chipped up, but it's the first appearance of Whiplash, and just in that simple fact makes it worth keeping and holding on to.
Does it really?
Yeah, it does. It does. Just a random Spider-Man issue. The death of Ned Leeds, the Hobgoblin. So
That's not random. Is that cover is really well known?
yeah, I know, but it's not a very expensive one, but it's still nice. Actually, is this it? No, this is $245. Of course, I don't have them. Didn't put them in order. It's like a $16 book. is what it is.
Okay.
Here's one that might have been worth a lot more a year ago. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 210,
Oh yeah.
the first appearance of Madam Web. It does have a tear in the corner, which will decrease the value, but it's still a pretty looking book. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
about
awesome.
$100, $120 book.
His
if it was
covers
in
are
near
so
mint.
much better than anything modern day.
Oh,
so
yeah.
funny. And MK says, yeah, when covers explain the story as we opined.
Oh yeah. Now this is one of the ones that I didn't know that was in the collection because he didn't include it in the list. This is Marvel Tales #1.
Dude, I
the
used to
first
have that.
appearance- Yeah, this is the first appearance of Spider-Ham.
Yeah.
Peter Porker, the Amazing Spider-Ham. I've had copies of this in the store before. Here's another one.
Was that a Hulk rabbit?
Yes. There's
Okay.
a Hulk Rabbit, a Captain America cat, and a Ghost Rider.
Goose Rider.
Goose Rider. But he's
Yeah, I remember
Rider.
Goose Rider. Yeah.
Here's
Goose
one
Rider.
that's actually kind of cool. This is Incredible Hulk number 271. This is the
That's cool.
second appearance of Rocket Raccoon and the first appearance of him in the Marvel Universe.
That's wicked, man.
And I like it's like fourth wall breaking.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
little
he
bit,
Actually,
yeah.
He actually made his first appearance in Marvel Premiere or something, which was kind of an out there type of story. But this is the first time he appeared in the Marvel Universe. So, still a nice looking book.
Yeah.
New Mutants number 25, first appearance of Legion. Just a random first appearance. Not a first appearance, but still a good looking book. Alpha Flight #1. And I have a 9.6 and a 9.4 copy of this in the store already, and then I've got like 2 or 3 ungraded copies. This is not it's becoming a easier to find book, but it's still kind of cool. A random early X-Men issue number 86 from the 20-cent era, and it's actually in really good condition, so it might be worth it to get
You
graded.
got some good books there, buddy.
This is one that was beat to crap. Avengers number 20.
Oh my god, dude.
Now you can see there's tape on it and so forth. Somebody
Yeah, it's
tried
like a
to
1.0 or
restore it,
something.
but yeah, but still, I mean, how often do you see an early issue of Avengers? You know,
Almost never.
very cool. This is a key issue. Amazing Spider-Man 238, first appearance of the Hobgoblin.
Yeah, it's so good.
This one, I think the inside page is detached from the staple. It's still worth getting graded because it's ungraded. It's a $400 book, but I don't think it's going to get that high enough of a grade to make it worth thousands. But still, I think it's a beautiful cover and worth getting graded. This is one that you may or may not realize. This is DC Comics Presents number 47. It is the first appearance of He-Man, Skeletor, Battle Cat, and Castle Grayskull in comics.
That's cool.
It's like a $260 book if it was in near mint. It's not. This is well loved, well read. So, but we're gonna press it and we'll see what we can do with it.
That's very
Do you guys remember the mini comics that
Yep.
you got with the original He-Man toys,
Oh,
and
yeah.
how it was a completely different story than what the cartoon was?
Actually,
He was like
here's
a pure barbarian. Yeah.
Here's a question for you, Doc. Do you know who drew those books?
Oh my gosh, no, I don't.
Bruce Timm.
Oh no shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Later would go
That's
on
awesome.
to do Batman animated series.
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
Wow, cool.
Incredible Hulk
I
number
probably
234.
still have a couple of those somewhere, by the way.
Those are his first professional thing he did.
Incredible Hulk number 234. First appearance of Quasar, which he's not on the cover, but still, it's his first.
That was the one you
appearance.
pulled out and you were like, oh shit, Quasar.
Yeah, another one. Yeah.
That's a cool cover. I like that.
Yeah.
Adventure Comics number 431.
Oh
This
my God.
Began the run of the
That's-
the Spectre.
That's awesome.
Cool one. A random old issue, Twilight Zone from Whitman Comics. Nice looking cover.
It's pretty cool.
Strange suspense stories from, I think this might be Charlton Comics, but some of these old.
Now, you were the one that put these in the bags and boards, right? These
Yeah.
were-
Looks creepy.
these were raw?
What's that?
Were these raw? Like
Some of them were. Some of them were in bags. Some of them were in old bags and boards, but the majority of them were just loose.
Was that a doll with a noose around its neck?
Yes.
All right, that's a little creepy.
Kind of like a voodoo doll.
That is very creepy. Those old
Ow.
books are creepy as shit.
This is Black Magic #2, which I actually have another copy of this. A little bit better condition, but still, it's one of those, horror comics that, pissed off so many mothers and fathers back in the day. So,
I love that. That cover says everything. Like, it's very cool.
Avengers #115. I don't remember the significance of this one, but it's a 20 center and looks really nice and pretty good condition. So,
MK is asking if that was Kirby.
which one?
I guess the one right before it.
No, it wasn't.
Which cover is that? Let me see it.
Oh well, it does say a Simon and Kirby special. It doesn't look like a Kirby cover, but
Yeah, it says Simon and Kirby special.
Yeah,
There it
yeah.
is. Early Kirby. Good. Well played, MK.
this is Avengers #181. It is the first appearance of Scott Lang, who eventually becomes Ant-Man. Probably, well, I was going to say the second most famous Ant-Man because there's only two. But
Is that like an early George Perez?
oh
type
yeah,
thing?
that's
Yeah.
George Perez.
Okay.
Yep.
I can always. It's always a good guess on Perez when there's like 300 people on the cover.
Yeah. Do you know the reason why issue #120 of X-Men is significant?
I'm gonna guess Morlocks. I have no idea.
No. Read the bottom.
Is it Canada? So it must have been Alpha
Alpha
Flight.
Flight.
First cameo appearance of Alpha Flight. Yep.
Okay, right on.
Just randomly stuck in the boxes. This one I wish was in better condition, but it's a gorgeous cover. This is Detective Comics #475. Got a lot of really cool laughing fish issue, but as you can tell, the bottom's all chipped up, the sides all messed up. But
MK says, dude, a ton of first. This is awesome.
oh yeah,
Who drew that Detective Comics?
I don't know. I can look.
You should look. These are really special books, man. You got a good find. Totally worth the $900.
Yeah. Plus, I've already put in almost 200 books into my inventory, and then I still have a whole short box down here of stuff that needs to be pressed. Let's see. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I pressed the wrong button. Details. Marshall Rogers did the interior art.
That's one of the ones I want.
Cover by Terry Austin and Marshall Rogers. Okay.
Marshall Rogers, dude.
Yeah.
Wait,
I'm always
who's that
I'm,
cover
al-
again?
I'm always talking about I want Marshall Rogers Detective Comics.
Let's see
Well, if I can't make this one good, it's yours.
it. Yeah, that looks
I don't
dope.
think-
I'll
See,
buy it
pressing-
anyway, dickhead.
Pressing isn't going to fix anything with the spine, but it will make it look a little better.
Andrew, I'm
Yes, I
willing to
hear
buy
you.
the fucking book.
I know, I hear you. All right, this is one of the books that I bought the collection for. This is Batman issue #189. This is the first appearance of the Silver Age Scarecrow.
Yeah, that's
In
wicked.
near mint condition, this is like a $600 book. It's not in near mint. There's some chips to it, but it's worth getting rating just because of the significance, the first appearance. But that is a gorgeous looking book. And the
This guy had a
interior is
crazy
just-
collection, man.
Oh, yeah. And then here's some early detective comics. This is issue #323
Wow.
with the Zodiac Master. It's a 12-cent issue. Another early 12-center with the Jungle Man of Gotham City. Batman issue #186. It's the first appearance of whatever this thing is. I don't know what it is. For laughing out loud, the Francisco Survivor is back with a new hilarious henchman, the Joker's original robberies. I don't know who this person is, but it's a good looking issue. And it's got the Joker. And anything with the Joker early with Joker on it is good. And here's one. This is Detective Comics #332.
That's
Nice
wicked.
Joker.
That's
issue.
cool.
Hold that up. That looks like a near mint.
Oh, it's not bad. I don't know if it's near mint, but It's not bad. It's actually pretty clean. So, and then last but not least for the stack of potential graders is Batman issue number 206, another 12-cent issue.
Oh wow,
Walks the Last Mile.
that's a gorgeous cover, man.
All right, so you want to see some of the comics that are coming your way?
Yeah.
All right, let me grab that stack. Ugh.
Oh my lord. Hell yeah, let's go.
All right, these ones Avery already knows about, so those will put those back because Avery already knows about those. And there's some Conan magazines that are coming his way as well. But if it's marked with a T for titillating.
T for Avery.
Yes, this is Fantastic Four number 157. It's a 25-cent issue. It's actually pretty nice. It looks. I think there's like a tear on one of the pages. It's not gradable. It's not worth even putting the effort into it. And I could probably put it in a dollar bin and somebody will buy it, but then I can give it to Todd and make him happy.
I would be super happy.
I know he would. Well, here's another one, Fantastic Four number 167. This one is all beat to crap, but you got the Fantastic Four versus the Hulk. You got to love that.
Yes.
Now, Todd, I put this one aside for you. Not sure if you're interested in it. It is Monsters on the Prowl, issue number 12.
Yeah.
Look at that cover.
Oh, are you kidding? That's fucking badass.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. I want it just for the logo. The midget,
Yeah.
MK says the midget was named Gaggy.
Gaggy, that's right.
Gaggy.
Wow. Gaggy and his rubberies.
Gaggy and his rubbers.
Rawhide Kid number 130.
That's so cool, dude. I'm so excited.
Captain Marvel number 40.
Oh, look at that cover.
It's like a $45 issue, but I mean it's beat to shit. I mean it's
Wow.
there. You see on the spine the black
Yeah.
area where it's all chipped. You can't do
Yeah.
anything about that. There's nothing you can do to fix that.
Yeah.
So
Wow, dude. I'm excited.
here's an early Hulk that actually looks pretty good. This is a 155,
Look at that cover. I've never even seen it.
Blitzkrieg. That's cool.
and then issue 203 is another
Wow.
one for you.
Hulk had some good covers, man.
Now, this one you can tell this is Avengers number 167. It's a nice George Perez, but you
Oh,
can
yeah.
see down there in the corner, like this piece
yeah.
of the cover missing. There's a piece
Yeah.
of the cover right here missing. So, I
Yeah.
mean, it's a wonderful Todd issue. You know,
Yeah. I get to read them. That's great.
this is giant size. And my wife asked me, says, why are you giving him ripped and beat up comics? I said, because he's weird. That's why. This is giant size Fantastic Four, issue number 6. This one has a little chunk out of the cover, but still look at all the rest of that.
Oh yeah, it's a great book. I have that one.
Yeah,
That's
it's a good
wicked.
one.
Hold on. MK says, this is a good question. MK says, would you be able to duplicate the old style of those covers, or is the tech not there and it'll be too difficult? Do you mean, so when you say duplicate the old style of the covers, are you talking about like the art style or the printing or the actual tech for AF? Sorry. Like faded, beautiful work. Yeah, you can do that. I think the way that we'd have to do it, MK, is like, because we've been looking at it actually, like trying to figure this out. I think the way we can.
Is this what we talked about?
I don't know. Am I not allowed to say something?
We talked about something that probably shouldn't be showed.
Okay, never mind. So
But yeah, yes, we're working on something.
we're working on that.
Yeah, I think we could just make every adult fantasy book look like a 10-year-old's read it on the toilet for like a year and stuck it in the magazine rack. Just give it that real.
All right, let me finish this. We only got a few more left, but we've got Invincible Iron Man number 67. Look at that cover.
Oh my god, dude.
But if you look closely, all the chips and missing pieces out of
They
this.
look. All these look mint condition to me.
Yeah,
I don't
to
really
you,
see what
to
you're
you,
talking
yeah.
about.
Captain America and the Falcon number 201. Some Kirby goodness right there for you.
Fucking awesome.
And then one more for Todd. It's Supernatural Thrillers number 13 featuring the Living Mummy.
Yeah, that's fucking dope.
But you see the chip out of the cover right there, but still.
Awesome cover.
Yeah,
And
so
these
cool.
two are set aside for including the the Draculas by Gene Colan and a couple of I added a couple more Conan magazines to your pile, but this is a Daredevil issue 156, Gene Colan,
Oh, awesome.
and somebody
Fantastic.
Look at that.
wrote on the cover. So I
Look
mean
at that swing, dude.
Yeah, I know
Mhm.
it lowers the value of resale, but for Avery, he
For a
will
reader copy?
exactly. And I'm not sure this one's not a Marshall Rogers detective, but it still just screamed
Oh, yeah.
Avery would love something like this. So this one,
Oh, yeah,
That's
I-
awesome.
I love those old
oh,
like,
yeah.
1970s era Detective Comics and Batman books.
So
They're
these
awesome.
are a bunch, and Avery. I'll show you the. Avery already knows about these, but there was a 4-issue series called Tomb of Dracula, Day of Blood.
I
got
used to
3.
have these.
I got 3 out of the 4. It's all Gene
Oh, wow.
Colan goodness, and these were from Heroes.
Nice.
I set aside for him. We
Fantastic.
have Savage Sword of Conan number 102 with the Crazy Uncle Bill cover,
Yep.
That's beefy.
and then 116 with another Crazy Uncle Bill cover,
Well, what a genius that guy was.
and then these two.
Yeah,
were in,
Bill
these two were-
Bill Sienkiewicz is a genius.
These two were in this collection. They're a little rolled and beat up, so I'm not going to try to sell them. But issue number 80 of Conan
Oh, wow.
and issue number 81. So these are
Those
set
are,
aside.
those are great.
These are set aside for Avery, so those are in Avery stack.
I love old reader copies of books
yeah,
because I can sit and I can enjoy them and I don't have to worry about damaging them.
Yeah,
You
what was it? I
and
just
these are in. I mean, these are all put together. They're just. They have a spine roll and the paper.
Yeah, they're just rough. They're well loved.
And one of these two is this one. This one is Jesus Christ. Opening splash page, The Palace of Pleasure, with a whole bunch of naked ladies taking a bath.
Hey.
I'm cool with
If that doesn't inspire you,
Sign
I don't
me
know
up.
what will. I should keep this one. I'm just kidding. This is an Avery stack. So, and I'm always looking out for more stuff for you guys.
Oh
so
yeah.
So what?
As long as you're nice to me, don't be mean to me.
I'm going to be mean to you.
Yeah, I know. I like the pain.
Oh, God.
He's developed a fetish for it now.
Yeah.
I know. It's Stockholm syndrome.
There were a couple other issues that were like really beat up, but they were like Popeye and Tweety Bird or something, and I just put them in the quarter bins. I bagged them and put them in the quarter bins. I didn't think either one of you would be interested in them, but I pulled out the stuff that I figured would make you happy.
MK says that you're inspires reading in the bathroom for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I have in my bathroom right now? It's the Marvel and DC previews comics. I flip through them all the time. I don't know why. I just do.
Toilet paper.
Well, hey, you never know when you're going to need it,
Yeah.
But bottom line is everybody is going to get excited with that collection I bought. So
That's really cool, man. And it's going to also make the store kind of shine a bit because you're going to have some like legit old books in there.
Oh yeah. Well, these books are going to take a while because some of them will need to be well cared for and pressed. So it may be a while before some of them show up in the store. So yeah, actually, as of right now, let me just tell you real quick what is in my inventory and going into the store. Let me take out.
Wait, sorry, MK.
Oh, and some of them, there was a couple issues. Drew, know what
Drew,
I have in my
You know what I have in my
right
bathroom
now?
right now? Favorite sock?
Favorite sock. Oh, okay.
Oh. Why is it crunchy?
Oh no, Avery, come on.
I have
Not what you think.
23 comics that are in the quarter bin that came from this collection, and 189 that are either $1 or more that are in this collection. So, and then I
Now-
still have a whole small box I have to go through. I have gone through it to pull aside anything that is too beat up, and I wouldn't waste time pressing. But I like to press everything, even if it ends up being a $1 book. I'm trying really hard not to press quarter books, but it happens from time to time.
Now, what
Matter
do
of fact, you
think-
guys want to see what's on my press right now? Because I need
Yeah.
to take them off anyway.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
While you're doing that, I'm curious, like what, like based on this haul, like do you have like, and based on your customer base, do you have like an estimate of like what the sales can be or what your margin's going to be?
$1,000 in total.
No idea. No idea.
$901.
Well, in order to
$899.
to grade some of these
hey.
things to get the maximum value, I've got to invest even more money in them. So
Yeah.
you know, that's
Here's the thing, Todd. Whenever he sends you stuff, you get stuff from him. Just PayPal him a few bucks. He won't bother to send it back because even more of it gets eaten up with fees.
well. You
So
know
he has to take the money.
what Todd ends up doing is he comes down and he visits, and then he brings his wife and kids, and of course they have to leave with so much stuff, and then I charge him out the ass for all the stuff that he picks up for them. So if I give him the comics for free, I'm making like triple my money off the. No,
Oh, nice.
I don't do that. Usually I try to break even.
Oh, he broke
Oh,
himself.
dear.
He unplugged his mic.
Yeah, just
See?
fucking do it. Just fix the thing.
You can't hear me, and I can't hear you.
It was really nice for a minute there.
It was really fun.
All right, you ready to see what's coming out of the press?
Sure.
All right, actually, I got to get some bags and boards to put these guys in. Where did I put my bags and boards? Oh, here they are. All right. There were some Uncanny X-Men, and what's so funny is I had one of my regulars in the store at the time, and he was like, "Ooh, old Uncanny X-Men, I need some of those." I'm like, "Okay, well, I pretty much know I'm going to get a sale there." Uncanny X-Men number 171.
Oh,
Where Rogue joins the X-Men. This just came out of the press, and it looks nice. There's still a few little chips on the cover, but overall, that's like a $20 or $30 book, even in that condition. So, X-Men number 158, which is the second appearance of Rogue, her first appearance in an Uncanny X-Men issue.
nice.
Prior to this was her first appearance in the Michael Golden illustrated Avengers Annual number 10. And speaking of Rogue, this is probably one of the greatest Paul Smith covers for Uncanny X-Men, issue number 173. Everybody knows this cover.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's nice. And this just came out of the press, and it doesn't look bad. The bad thing about black covers is it's really hard to hide spine ticks in black because they show up white.
Yeah.
But I see one there, and there might be one over here. But otherwise, dude, this is a pretty cover. Whew. And then there were some Amazing Spider-Mans that I pressed that came out nice. We have issue number 247. This was the issue right before the first appearance of the Hobgoblin. It's a nice one.
Awesome cover. Golly.
This is not his first, second, or third appearance, but it is an early appearance of the Punisher. It's Amazing Spider-Man issue number 201.
Who did that? That looks like a
Pollard and Rubenstein. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And
Can you go back to that last cover really fast? Yeah. No. The one before that. Oh, I just think that it's really cool that the only way you can pull off that silhouette and know who it is because the costume design at that time with the spider webs under his arms, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like that's the iconic thing. Otherwise, it's just, some dude.
And then last but not least for this stack of press books is Amazing Spider-Man number 156 featuring what's the guy's name? The Murderous Mirage.
These covers, dude. That looks awesome. Is that Pollard as well?
Let me look and see. No, Ross Andrew.
Okay, yeah.
Andrew, whatever his name is.
That guy did every freaking comic book.
Yeah, he did a lot. He did a lot. But with the comics that are not like super investment wise, I usually press four to six of them at a time. Like I have dollar GI Joe issues that I'm putting in the dollar bin, but I want to press them because they've got some moisture damage on the bottom of them, and pressing takes most of that out with no problem. I'm still pressing them, but I'm not doing individual pressings. Like some of these books, like the Rocket Raccoon first appearance, second appearance, I'm going to first press that flat and then refold it in order to try to line it up a little bit better because it's a little rolled. But yeah, so that one will get individual attention, where some of the rest of these you just throw a bunch of them on there at one time. And
how like does it really? I mean, you're doing it for most of your books, so it must really improve the quality. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, if the cover is wrinkled and you can flatten it and press it and make it smooth, it makes a huge difference in the book. You know. So I like pressing just because I know it makes them look better. Whether or not it increases the value or not, you know, I've pressed books that I've then thrown in dollar bins. You know, I mean, but it just in my mind, a little bit of pressing goes a long way, and I'm willing to do it just to, you know, make my customers happy. So
that's awesome, man.
Yep.
Super good show and tell, dude. I'm super curious to see what else you got, because we kind of made this the full on like show and tell comic book episode.
Well, I still have a whole nother small box of stuff down here, and I'm still going through it. So
that's awesome. I started looking at. I mean, I have it, so I've looked at it plenty. But you guys like Jose Munoz and Sampaio, Munoz and Sampaio?
I don't think I've ever seen that.
This is Alex Sinner. It's a Spanish. They're a Spanish duo from the 70s. I'll show you this. Andrew, you would know him because it is pretty well known after the fact. We wouldn't have known it when we were buying it, but this is the inspiration for Frank Miller's Sin City.
Oh yeah. You shared it with me before.
Yeah.
Okay, I got
so
you.
If you look at the guy's style is like really dynamic. It's really crazy. It's like solid blacks, right? Like look at that, dramatic angles. Really loose characters.
It's very Eduardo Rizzo, you know.
Yeah, but
he was definitely inspired.
But totally, but yeah. Much looser characters, like dirty, kind of like almost like cartoonishly off. You know, like very expressive. But compositionally, when you're looking at this stuff, it's just gorgeous, man. So I'm kind of looking at it for some inspiration, and you know, I'm always trying to get my black to white composition, my balance, to be a little better. Like, so I've always loved these guys who have like this magical ability to render light and dark. And I don't have that. I mean, I can do it, but not as well as like I want to, of course. So I'm always like looking at people who do that. Like Mignola is like in the same camp, right? People who just like, I don't know, like they can take a tiny little simple shape, and if you light it the right way, it just looks incredible. You know, it could be a block. It's like they chisel their characters out of stone. It just doesn't matter. It looks so good.
It's good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, I'm just imagining like how fast it would take me to render like, I don't know, 2,500 images. No reason.
Well, I'm getting ready to start an art project. I want to start it a week early. Start it next week, starting on Monday. But my wife and my mother-in-law are going to actually be out of town for a week. They're going down to Orlando, or I'm driving them down to Orlando. And then I'm coming back because I have things I have to do here. but I will be wifeless and responsibility-less for about a week. I may go down for a few nights and spend time with them, but I'll be by myself for most of it. So it'll be me and the cats and dogs, and I really, really, really want to try to get some art done.
Is it according to MK? He says, is it a heroic?
Yep,
art
absolutely, 100%.
Awesome, dude. Good. No more excuses.
I'm not going to tell you guys what it is or what I'm planning on doing, because if I don't do it, then you guys will call me a big ass failure, and I get tired of being called that. So I'm not going to tell you.
Right on. Dusty missed me saying that I was looking at Jose Munoz and Carlos Sampaio to figure out a way to quickly draw 2,500 images for no reason.
More like 10,000, but yeah.
10,000?
Yeah.
Great. Yeah,
No
but
reason.
yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing. Oh, here comes Doc. Doc, you okay?
Yeah, sorry, I just pooped up. It's a mobile phone.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. I can't work the controls, man.
What am I doing? So, Doc, the show is this weekend, yeah?
No, it's like
Monday.
next Thursday, Wednesday, Friday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Oh, wow.
So I'm here way early, just because the airfare worked out good, and then I found a place which actually is really super decent for a good price. So it was just better for me to come out early and lose all my shit, so I could have a couple days to cry before I actually had to start doing any work. So honestly, this worked out better in my favor.
Cool.
Yeah.
MK said, you said 10K, he got PFP flashbacks. Yeah, no doubt. I know. We're just, working and planning, and it's a lot of planning, and it's a lot of working.
Yeah, a lot of replanning and secondary and
The
tertiary.
world's circle back, I think, is the most used phrase right now in the back rooms of AF.
It's like a merry-go-round that you would just like to get off, but it just keeps spinning faster and
I
faster.
know, man. I'm super excited for 2025, and yet I don't want it to come just yet. Like I'm not ready, but I'm ready. So, so what else we got going on? Like,
John Cassidy.
I know, dude. John Cassidy passed away, which really sucks. Super talented guy.
James Earl Jones, John
James Earl
Cassidy,
Jones, yeah.
Carl Moline, and
Yeah.
it's always supposed to be threes, but there was also the voice actor. I forget. His name means nothing to me, but the characters he voiced are important. I forgot what his name is.
What was that? I don't know. Character voice actor.
Yeah, it was a voice actor that just died, like right after Cassidy. And
yeah, man, that's rough, dude. I don't know. Getting older. There's a lot. It was crazy. I mean, James Earl Jones. You're like, well, he was
93. I think he was 93.
Yeah, I mean, that was a wonderful life. He did great.
Yeah.
And he knew, because he licensed his voice to be recreated in AI for any future Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
In fact, I think everything on Obi-Wan Kenobi was AI. Maybe not, but I know there was some element. So,
yeah,
which was really cool, actually. Like, he's like, I'm going to kick off. No one else can do this. So here you go, guys.
Yeah. Well, it's such a clean voice,
Oh yes, Peter Renaday. He did the voice of Master Splinter.
Oh, Master
among
Splinter.
others.
Oh, right.
So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy.
Oh, yeah. That's crazy, man. I was
Carl Moline and Cassidy kind of hit me harder just simply because of their age.
Yeah.
How young they were. I mean, that's a hit.
Yeah, I mean, and to Avery's point in our text messages, like you could kind of, he said, "Oh, it makes sense now that last piece he did, which was really awful and really not him."
Yeah, yeah.
But he must have been not doing too well because that cover was not him. You know what I mean?
I think he had, I don't want to say brain issues, but I think his death was related to a brain disease.
Was it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh,
So I'm not
Well-
sure what, but yeah.
rest in peace. You know,
Yeah.
crazy shit. But that's why we got to produce more and more work.
That's why we got to get stuff done.
That's right. Motivation. It's all good. It's all motivation. Dusty's like doesn't want to hear it. He's shaking his head like I don't give a fuck anymore. What's up, Dusty? No.
We have to make stuff before we die. Quickly.
I mean, I've got some stuff to show if anyone wants to see it. Or
Yeah. What's up?
okay, can you?
Your wiener doesn't count, Zach. Just saying.
I have
Oh,
no-
can I kick myself if that's happening?
I have no.
Can I do that?
All right, I'm sharing my screen. Okay.
Yeah, you're good. Just you don't have to share your screen. Just turn your camera on.
No, I'm not actually showing anything on my camera. I'm showing you like a file.
Oh, okay.
And no, you won't get arrested by the FBI, although you may get put on a watch list.
Okay, hold on.
Uh,
Hold
do,
on.
do you
Hold
see
on.
my?
There you go. Yeah, you're sharing your screen.
All right, so there's a bit of a story to go behind this. So I've started a new. So basically, I've begun a marketing push for my books. The big one that I've been flogging nonstop, which is doing okay. It's not doing that well. And so a week ago, just for shits and giggles, I created a Facebook campaign for another series I wrote like 10 years ago, which I'd almost completely forgotten about. I figured, you know what? Let's spend $5. Let's spend a few bucks, see what happens. It's selling really good. I'm actually gonna turn a profit this week. Not a great one, but an actual profit for my book sales.
Nice.
That's awesome.
It's like this really, kind of like a sword and sorcery thing I wrote like 10 years ago, but it's selling more than like the great overwrought epic that I spent 13 years laboring over. While this other series that I basically dashed off like during like the winter of like 2010 is selling. But it got me to thinking, I think maybe the reason why it's selling is it's an actual series and the books are really small and really cheap. So I've decided to I want to show you what. So with Facebook ads, I'm using there's a setting you can use where you can actually like show the multiple ads on the same ad by just uploading different images. And these are some of the first images I actually ever created using ChatGPT, and it shows obviously.
That's awesome.
That's the actual book color, and they all have the same blurb on it because I found that this one actually gets the most clicks. I know, very, 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 very oily.
These are good, man.
Yeah, I know they're very old. I mean, this is like from like last year, I think. But I've been playing around with ChatGPT for a while, and these all work as basically. Look, when it comes to like when you're running ads on the internet, especially on a social media site, your job is to stop the scroll because people are doom scrolling through their Facebook feeds. You need someone who's going to grab their attention, and I found that basically anything with a pretty girl or like a naked torso, male or female, tends to work. I know it's sad, but what it's meant is that I've decided to I'm taking the opportunity to basically rework all my book covers. This is the one that just came out. I literally uploaded this today.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I always use the in the style of Frank Frazetta, just because I like what it does. I like that kind of like movie poster look. I think that's one of the others I'm gonna use.
That's
I like
cool.
I like the way that came
That's
out.
pretty cool.
Here, let me blow it up a bit.
These are really good.
Yeah, not bad for like, it's funny. I find ChatGPT is actually easier to use than like Dreamscape AI.
Wait, you're using this? You mean Midjourney?
Yeah, Midjourney. I find this is actually, ChatGPT. I mean, look, I don't have it installed on my computer. I don't have time to figure it out. I need stuff I can generate quickly.
I use it a lot actually for like most of my image gen, and I agree. Like, depending on like what you're doing, I can pull a lot of good stuff. You just using what is it, Dolly and Chat GPT, right?
Yeah,
I think it's Dolly. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I have it set up on a private Discord server, so that's what I've been using. I'm not super hardcore into it. I just use it to generate images, generate content as quickly as I can, so I don't have time to install it on my computer and like learn how to use it like Todd has. And this is good enough for basically good enough for government work in my view. And it's really helpful. It does work. And the funny thing is that ChatGPT on Discord doesn't have as many. Well, the problem with Midjourney is that they're so paranoid about people using it to create porn that you really can't create. You really can't create anything using the female form anymore. I mean, even the most innocuous words, you'll get a warning and like half the images will be blanked out. So that's why I stopped using it. Not because I want to create porn, although you never know. That was it's just because like something like this, the terms I use to create it probably would have like raised like a dozen red flags on Midjourney. At least the one hosted on public servers. On a private server, you can probably do whatever you want. But I just find that if you're like me, you don't have time to learn how to use it. I'm definitely using that one, by the way. I like the way that one came out. If you're like me and you don't have time to like really learn how to use it, it's a useful tool. And these are the images I'm using for the latest Fear Heaven. These are all from ChatGPT. I like that one really well.
Yeah, that looks cool.
I think I actually know that girl. At least maybe like years ago.
That was cool.
Yeah, this one. I like. Yeah, that one works.
I've never used ChatGPT to run images. Does ChatGPT use DALL-E? Is that how it works?
Yeah. I like it because I can just be like, that sucks. Make it more with this stuff, and they're like, okay, sir, I'll do my best, and like redo the image.
My mistake. No, guys, I'm sorry. I'm actually using Midjourney for this. I thought it was ChatGPT, but
Okay, yeah, I was wondering. I was like, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, this is Midjourney. It's my apologies, but it's so like Dreamscape AI is also Midjourney, but it's just like the one that's actually the one that's on my private Discord channel. I can actually create stuff with it without tripping over the filters they've got installed. I mean, they're just so paranoid about people using it to make porn that you can't make anything.
Well, and I also think they now, one of the things I don't like, and I'm pretty sure they do, is they've blocked like at least Midjourney, I'm pretty sure has blocked any reference to in the style of. Like you can upload styles, but you can't say, oh, I would like this in the style of Jim Lee. Like it will not do it.
Well, I found that point punching in the style of Frank Frazetta does work. I mean, it doesn't work for all of them. I mean, these are all done using Frazetta style, but I find that also like just like cinematic style helps as well.
Mm.
I mean, look, it's not, guys. Let's be honest. It's not. I'm gonna stop sharing now. Okay.
Okay.
Like, let's be honest. It's not great art. I mean, like the hands are all fucked up. They still have this. I mean, they've gotten better with that.
You can work on that. You can in-paint it and fix it.
I don't have time for that shit. I mean, look, man. I'm trying to sell fucking books. I don't have time to futz around with in-paint.
I'm trying to sell books. I don't have time to make my cover look good.
Yeah, exactly. Besides, but the thing is, though, is that the thing is, I could do that, but what I found is it's just easier just to in Photoshop when I'm actually creating the covers. just like block it out with like smoke effects,
Yeah.
or you know, if the hands are fucked up, put the title over it. That
Yeah.
helps a lot. And you know, look, I mean, I hate taking work away from hardworking artists, but when it comes to AI generating content, I've told you guys, I've tried to use it to generate text, and it's not very good. I mean, the stuff that comes out of it is just so hackneyed and purplish that you spend as much time rewriting it as you would if you just wrote it scratch the first time around.
Hey, MK, good night, brother. Have a great weekend. He says, Doc. He said, everyone have a great weekend. Doc, have a great time in Singapore, and I hope your trip gets better.
Hey, thank you, my brother. Appreciate you very much.
See you, MK. Have a great weekend.
But when it comes to art, when it comes to like generating basically cover art, it's been a real lifesaver and money saver. You know, so the way it used to work is you get someone in the Ukraine or the Philippines, and you basically pick an image off of like iStock or Getty or whatever, and they would modify it. They do a good job, you know, for like $30 to be really good. But most of it was just they would just add like smoke effects, text, and so on, maybe like some minor editing. And it got to the point after a while, because there are only so many stock images out there that people can really want to use, especially on like Pixabay, which is a free repository that everybody looks at. You started seeing a lot of books that had the same base stock image, you know.
Yeah.
But not anymore. I mean, now you can actually create stuff, you know, images that are close to what's actually in your book or looks unique. I mean, they all look the same anyway, because everyone's always going for like the strong female character. So they always have that scantily clad young lady holding a sword in front of the cover.
Well, I mean, you know, that's what sells, you know.
Yeah, I know. It is what it is, you know.
Or it used to.
Oh, no, it still does.
No, I guess it would still sell now.
I mean, look, you know, the big genre in publishing right now is something called romantasy, which is basically romance and fantasy with some pretty hardcore sex scenes.
Okay.
I can write it. I've tried.
You talking about that juicy centaur porn again?
No. This is like more mainstream. It's basically like women gets kidnapped by fairy elf king, who makes into a sex slave, but they actually fall in love, and he basically ends up like murdering entire countries for her. That sort of thing.
My wife loves those books.
Oh yeah, they sell really well. You know, more power to them. But
Does you really, Andrew?
yeah, Rebecca Yarros, a few others.
The Anita Blake novels, the vampires, werewolves, fairies, and all that stuff. They love
Anita
that
Blake,
stuff.
well, Anita Blake was weird because you know, there's like 30 plus books in that series, and the first half of it was actually just a straight up urban fantasy. You know, she's basically a private detective in a world where vampires, werewolves, and so on exist. Then like the actual writer got divorced, and like almost like the series changed to like, you know, she solves mysteries in between having sex with a harem of vampires and werewolves.
That sounds cool. I see why women would like that.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's all I got for you guys.
That works.
Sorry I wasn't as interesting as Drew's comics, but
None
yeah,
of us are as
I-
interesting
I-
as
you-
Bruce
you-
Thomas.
Todd, MK had to leave us. He has a note.
Yeah, I posted. I
you work
your
with what you have.
That's right, man. You just do the best you can, you know? You do the best you can. That is what you do.
On the plus side, I've also started rewatching Farscape. On
Oh, that's
Tubi.
interesting.
Yeah, it actually holds up really well. I mean, it's not like, it's weird. It's funny that came out only a few years after Babylon 5, but it looks so much better.
Yeah.
I mean, of
Well,
course,
Farscape is classic, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just surprised that they have that no one's tried to revive it yet. I mean, they're reviving everything else. I mean, there's supposed to be a revival of Babylon 5, either as a live action or as a CGI, but it was going to be on the WB of all things. But I think it fell through.
Mm.
I think it might be on Netflix. I don't know. They're trying to bring back. They're trying to reboot the reboot of Battlestar Galactica,
Okay.
which because and pretty much anything that was hot between like 2 years, like say 1997 and 2010
Mhm.
is due for a revival
Just because they don't fucking have
They're-
anything else.
because
Hey guys, sorry, I gotta run. I'll catch you later. I got a call coming in. It's gonna drop me. So
Awesome,
love you
man.
guys. Talk to you
Night,
soon.
Doc.
You're like,
Brother,
Yeah, see you later.
Uh,
Bye.
well,
no, it's just that I guess because they're out of ideas, and they've Disney especially has taken so many great story franchises and just completely shit the bed with them.
yes.
And
They should get on to lore games. We'll give them ideas.
That's true.
yeah, it's true. It's true. Although, I mean, have you seen the trailer for Skeleton Crew yet? I think it just came out.
Yes.
Hey,
Any good? I haven't seen it yet. So
It looks like a kid show, which could be fun, but we'll
Hey.
see.
just out of curiosity, just totally out of curiosity, how many views do we have right now?
On this live stream.
Yeah,
Hold on, I can tell you.
because it says on my side 136. That's obviously not right.
That sounds like dreaming numbers.
Yeah, I think it's like a mistake. It says
Well,
100
yeah, it says 136 watching now.
Okay.
really?
Oh, welcome everybody. I don't believe it, but that's okay.
All right. So So then, guys, I will refrain from making my my Asian supremacist Nazi joke.
Good. I'm glad. Jesus Christ.
Dusty. Dusty.
And also, guys,
I didn't know you had 135 different YouTube
Bots.
IDs. Yeah.
Hey, I've just been opening accounts like no tomorrow.
Todd, one question: should I put my pants back on?
Oh my God.
Hey, if any of those 136 people out there, if maybe one or two of you could hit the like button, because we only have one like right now. And it wasn't me.
That would be good. That'd be cool.
Yeah. So 136 people watching. That's got to. Never mind. I'm not going to say it's a glitch, but it's probably a glitch.
I think it's a good.
Thanks, Andrew.
So 136 people watching. That's got. Never mind. I'm not going to say it's a glitch, but it's probably a glitch.
Great. We're doing big debut, everybody. Everything's great. Everything's fine. Not a problem. Nope. Totally got it.
Oh, you got it down. You got it down. Like, what asshole did that?
Huh?
I'm just kidding. I changed it.
Oh man, yeah, man. So it's been a lot of fun. I don't know what to talk about that we haven't already covered tonight. It was going to be an easy night, but I guess I'll tell you this. Like, I mean, well, let's see. We got Web3 stuff going on. Everyone's getting ready for. I mean, Doc just left. He's in Singapore. We got all this stuff going on with adult fantasy and Web3 Comic-Con just ending, which is nice. I love Web3 Comic-Con. I also love taking a break from Web3 Comic-Con because that's a shit ton of work.
Yes.
Love everybody. Thank you all for showing up.
Can I just say one last thing?
Huh?
I hate the sound of my own voice. I don't sound like that, do I?
You could mute yourself, brother. I'm just saying.
Oh,
We can solve this for you.
go place thy lips on my fundament.
Great. Excellent.
What?
Excellent stuff.
So we're done for the night.
No, what are you talking about? Zach, just mute yourself, buddy. I love you.
Fuck you.
God. Things fall apart.
Conspiracy theory.
Excellent.
Epstein and Kennedy.
All right.
They're living together in Paris.
Thank you.
What?
I can't help myself. I'm sorry.
I know you can't. It's okay. We love you, buddy. Yeah, man. I don't know. We could chill. You know, it's a long week, man. It was a very long week. So
You got any art to show us?
I don't. I need to we're sort of in the middle of figuring out what to do with this well, I can't spoil anything. We're doing a couple of, we're planning for 2025, and it's very difficult to predict what's going to be happening because of course you can't predict what's going to be happening. And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to like really figure out exactly what is going on, right? It's hard. It's very hard to predict. We got a great team together. We got things going on, and that's kind of the next step. So basically, like kind of like what I was talking about last night privately with you guys, like we're looking at doing, you know, like something on YouTube, like a discovery show. It won't be just YouTube. It'll be other things. And that's going to take a lot of production work. But I think we're ready to do that. And then kind of setting up the system to kind of nurture people and kind of get them into our universe a little more and stuff like that. So it's a lot. It's a lot to manage. But you know, I'm up to the challenge. It's fine. Dusty, how are you?
Is that because Dusty's going to do all the work?
It is.
Okay. That's
It
what
totally is. Yeah.
Good.
Great job, guys. Everybody's doing a fantastic bang up job. Anyway, yeah, it's been nice. It's been pretty cool. So, yeah, hell with it. Smash that like button. Give us some love. Everybody's showing up at the end of our call. I don't have anything else to say. It was such a long week, dude. I just need a break. It was so bad. I've been messing with Midjourney, and like I'm really upset. Like they really turfed the quality of Midjourney like a long time ago.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, like you can still pull out good images and good techniques if, and I can pull it out, but like I can show you some stuff from like Midjourney 4 that kick ass. And you just can't you can't capture it. You can't do it again. And it really bothers me. It really sucks because like I had like, you know, one of the things I like to do and I try to do is kind of take my style and develop it a little bit inside of Midjourney or some of these other tools. Just to see if I can save myself some drawing time with certain things. Right. But this is all like, there are benefits to having it be able to create something in your own style. Like if you're the artist, like I see it as a tool for me to shortcut some of the things that would take me, instead of taking me 6 hours to draw a sketch or a rough, I can do a sketch really quick. And then like, I'm still redrawing it in my own style. I'm not keeping everything because I don't spend a lot of time on like whatever random shit it pumps out. But if the pose is cool, like I'll totally gank it. You know what I mean? Like, let's use it. Especially if I tell it what kind of pose. Like usually like I'll sketch like let's say I have a figure, like a Wolverine figure crouching and like ready to strike or something. Well, I can sketch that out really rough and I can pop it into Midjourney and say, you know, bad guy crouching, ready to attack. And it'll give me some random stuff. It will never match. It doesn't have control net, so it won't match my sketch because it doesn't, because they're so afraid of litigation, I guess, or pissing off the artist community or something. But it'll give me some things that are close to it, and you know, and again, it's random shit, random costumes, random, you know, but I don't care about that. I just care about the pose. So I'm like, okay, cool. So it kind of fleshes out the pose a little bit, and then I can kind of take that and refine that, because that going from that super quick rough to like the super quick like stick figure rough to that like rough sketch where I'm kind of just tying it down and rendering it out. That little part is what takes me personally the longest. because I'm anal as fuck. And so if I'll sit there and work on the anatomy too much, you know, like it's just I'll render it too much. And so if I can kind of cut that process a little bit and cut it down, if I can save myself some time there, I can actually produce much faster, right? That's why I was able to produce like 3 pages a week when we were doing that last project with WAGMI, right? Like,
Yeah.
like I just found a way. And it, you know, it wasn't AI art. All those pages were original pencil pages that Avery inked. But I found a little place in there that would actually save me production time. And it's super good, man. It's super worth it. And I wish Midjourney would like come back and like really do it. You know, I wish they would allow you to use their system. Otherwise, they better. Otherwise, I mean, honestly, like I'm really close to just using like bigger, stronger systems like Comfy UI and Stable Diffusion, and just training my own models. You know,
Is it fair to say that you use Midjourney kind of like one would use those little wooden posing dolls?
that's exactly right. Yep.
Yeah.
Because I have them. I've got a bunch of the because you know used to do back when we were in school. We used to use the maquettes, the old wooden dolls. But the Japanese have have kind of mastered it. So they're these like perfect figurines with full articulation. And I use those for years and they're dope. And I still do. Sometimes if you just need a pose, you can just do it. Even half the drawing apps like Clip Studio Pro, which is like all the comic book artists use, like it has 3D characters built into the system where you can pose the characters. Like,
Oh yeah.
the only problem people have is they just don't like Midjourney or AI because they think they're going to take their jobs. And I get that, but like, you know, it's usually not the case. It's only the case if you choose not to integrate it into your workflow. And I learned that real early on with like, because I was a 2D animator and I was there for like 3D coming in, right? And
Yeah.
like, if you said, oh, 3D is going to take our jobs, so we're not going to do it. We're not going to
job.
right, like then you're boxing yourself in. You become a specialty. I mean, you know, there's still plenty of 2D animation. It's not like it killed it, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it like you gotta. We all make choices, you know. It's a thing. It's a thing that we do. But anyway, that's all I got for the night, guys. Thank you so much. This is awesome. And everybody joining us, MK and Rich and everybody else, J Roth showing up, everybody. Love you guys so much. Everybody just joining us now. Tune back in next Friday. We're here every goddamn Friday, whether we want to be or not. No. Tune in next week. We love you. Welcome. And yeah, with that said, you know, we'll see you next week. Have a good weekend. All right, guys. All right, everybody.